I can pour out of that. But what we have to begin thinking through is, remove and walk away from and abandon and forsake, is this idea that the supply God has for us is limited. I think this is how most of us operate. I was full, right? I went to church Sunday and I got filled up, and that's got to get me through till next Sunday. And this is why you see people leave church. It's one of the worst lines you can give in leaving a church. I'm leaving because I'm not being fed. It's like, what? If you are relying on your love jug being full one day a week or one sermon a week, you are not connected to the true and only source of life. You're connected to a church, you're connected to a pastor, but you're not connected to the true and only source of life. You have to be connected. And I remember a couple years ago, we used to do this fall event called Woodstock. And it was in a theme park that we have abandoned there in Branson. It's actually where our church meets. We meet in an abandoned theme park castle, and you meet in a Home Depot. We meet in a castle. And as we were nearing the event, my wife, who does all of our environments, looked around and said, "This is horrible. This place doesn't look near ready." And she gives me the rest of her budget, and she says, "Would you grab a couple of trucks and a couple of guys, go down to the pumpkin patch, buy out their pumpkins?" You know, this is October 31st. This is Halloween night. We didn't call it Halloween. It was fall festival. So we had our fall festival. So I go with a couple of trucks. I pull into this young man in a tent. I look out. There's about 150 pumpkins. And I look out and I say, "Johnny, this is your lucky day." He goes, "Why's that?" I go, "I'm here to buy all of your pumpkins." And he looked at me with this shocked expression. And he says, "What? No, you can't buy all my pumpkins." I said, I can't buy all your pumpkins. He said, "No, I said, "Johnny, it's October 31st. This is like Halloween, and then it's done. And this is the afternoon. I'm going to buy them out, and you're done for the day." And here's what he said to me: "But if I sell you all my pumpkins, I won't have any pumpkins to sell other people." And I told you we're in the Ozarks, right? And it was at that moment that I realized instantly he was not the owner of the pumpkin patch. I said, "Well, how many can I buy?" He goes, "How about half?" I go, "Half?" He goes, "Yeah, only half." I said, "Oh, okay." And I couldn't convince him to let me buy all of them, so I buy half of them. We get back, we're setting them up, and I pull all the guys who helped me together. I go, "Hey, guys, come here. I just want to tell you about the conversation that's happening at the pumpkin patch right now." And I'm just going to role play this. The owner showed up. "Johnny, how's it going?" "You're never going to believe this one, boss. A guy came by earlier, tried to buy all our pumpkins. But don't worry." I stopped him. I said, "No, you can't buy all our pumpkins." Right? This is that scarcity mentality that we all live with. I have to be careful in this interaction. I don't want to give you too much because I need to have more to give everybody else. When we're plugged into the true and only source of life, we don't have to worry about supply.